Hey guys, what is up? This is Senpai here today to do a review of Magi chapter 240. Now, listen up, you guys. I've been kind of on a hiatus because of school, a lot of shit's going on, but I actually want to do an in-depth analysis of this chapter because this chapter is very important, story progression-wise. But anyways, the first thing I noticed about this chapter, obviously, Judar is back. This nigga's back. Judar, sorry, not Judar, Judar. And this nigga, yo, when he announces the shit that he announces in this chapter, it's like, uh, yo, man. First things first, man. This nigga immediately, I'm surprised. He, for the first time ever in the series, Judar has actually ignored Sinbad. Like, he hasn't even addressed this nigga yet. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because, mind you, every time Sinbad and Judar meet, Judar's always wanted to hang out with like Sinbad, like, hey Sinbad, why don't we work together on something, a mission, you know what I'm saying? Like he's always on like Sinbad's dick about something, like Sinbad's been like, no, I don't really feel like it. But now Sinbad he's so flustered, like he doesn't even know what the fuck he's gonna do. Because he's just like Judar is just ignoring his ass, like he's not even paying attention to him. And like I think even one of his great generals, I forgot this guy's name, but his great generals even mentioned up until now he's always wanted to pick a fight with Sinbad whenever possible. But what the hell happened? Like Judar doesn't give a fuck right now. I don't even know what's going on. But we move on, right? And he's talking about how everything's getting interesting now. The whole summit, the three major nations, I guess you could say, are all we need to decide on what to do about Althaman. And but he's talking about how he talks about how isn't about time to take your eyes off of Aladdin, because since Arba is definitely Ren Gilquin and everyone looks shocked as fuck. I mean, like I was like, yeah, there's no. I mean, granted they just saw the flashback, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious. And well, except for Aladdin, Alibaba, and Morgiana, because they don't even know, but when it comes to everyone else, I mean, it pretty much makes sense. Well, given that they live in Cohen, they live in Co. If they live in Co, they pretty much know, especially Cohen and these dudes. And we find out the next thing, and this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Ren Gyoquin was murdered by fucking Hakuryuu. Now listen up, listen. I'm gonna say this shit right now. There's no way Renki Okoin's dead. I highly doubt that shit. But when they announced that shit in the summit, that's when I was like, yo, there's some suspicious shit going on. Because, granted, Hakuryuu could have tried. He could have tried to take on Renki Okoin. He might have failed, and they might have seen like a dead body or a fake dead body or something, or he thinks he won, but he lost technically because Renki Okoin isn't dead. But it's like, bro, like, what's Hakuryuu doing? And not only that, it seems like the whole empire itself is at war because it's some type of rebellion, and like everyone's in shock, but including Alibaba, Aladdin, and Morgiana, because like Alibaba remembers how Hakuryuu was so obsessed with killing Rengyoko and his mother that he kept changing him, and then it's like, oh, dude, it's insane. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Like, it's man, like this chapter, bro. I don't even know how to like describe it, but the next part it gets even better. We see what's his name? Judar. This nigga Judar pulls out some new shit. Time space manipulation magic, and it's like people don't even know what the fuck is going on. But what you do see in this chapter is that Judar is showing like that third eye, but in a much darker tone, kind of like the black Jinn had. And obviously it's probably from that root is probably from the medium. You remember the medium from the Magnostad War. That's probably what the black root came from. But yo, when this nigga does this shit, everyone it shocks the fuck out of everyone. And he just, oh my god, this nigga is crazy. And his answer to what they're talking about, he says this, and I quote, putting an end to everything just by talking. That sounds so boring. You should decide on who will inherit the world by having everyone on this earth fight each other. This is my answer as a Magi. Now, technically speaking, like Ugo said before, and at the end of the Almutaron arc, that is kind of the point of a Magi, is to pick the one ruler that will decide the fate. Well, not decide the fate of the world, but just watch over the world as a King Solomon type figure. That's true, but at the same time, it's like this is from Judar. Like, no, nigga, this is from Judar. This shit, like, we never seen this shit before. Like, Judar is a completely different person. He's ignoring Sinbad. This nigga is ignoring a fight with Sinbad. He even acknowledged Aladdin's presence. Normally, he just said, oh, fuck Aladdin, Aladdin's a piece of shit. But no, he actually acknowledged Aladdin's newfound strength. Like, yo, Aladdin, you be getting kind of strong. Aladdin does it as well. That's just natural, because that's what Aladdin does. But the fact that Judar does all this shit, and the whole eye thing, it's like, dude, what's going on with Judar? Like, some shit has gone down. First, Hakuryuu apparently killed Rengoku, which I highly doubt. Then Judar is doing all this shit, pulls out some space-time manipulation, and it's like, dude, it's like, oh my god. And I believe it's, what's his name? Kome? Yeah, Kome. He says this. That he used space and time magic after all, the same type as Danteling's. How was he able to use that magic without the divine protection of a jinn? He probably has that protection of a jinn within that third eye that he has. Like, I'm dead ass. And of course he got that from the black root that he took after the war was over. But still, it's like shit is just going crazy, and it's crazy, man. Like, shit's just going down. Hakuryuu and Judar are some other shit. They're just doing whatever the fuck they want to, and it's really hard to tell whether or not you consider them to be allies or enemies at this point. Even for Alibaba. Now, granted, we all know. I mean, they have to be stopped. I mean, this shit goes out of hand. Stuff can get crazy, especially considering the fact that Aladdin said that if a war between the nations goes up to that scale, what's it called? Eli might come down and try to destroy the earth again. This time, he might even do it. Like, he might be able to do it. And also remember this: Yunnan said that the whole spot, the dark spot, is still fucking there. It's still fucking there, bro. Like, it's like, dude, it's like they gotta close up that hole. But not only that, they need to stop this shit from happening. And it's going on in the Ko Empire. It's like, dude. And this not only affects the Ko Empire itself, it also affects Baghdad, which is the reason as to why Alibaba's worried about this shit. So, this chapter of Magi was godlike. It was like, dude, there's so much shit going on that anything that they do now is pivotal. It's pivotal. It could either break or destroy what they're trying to create. So, the rating for the chapter. The artwork was good, which I'm going to have to give that a rating of 9 out of 10. It was 9 out of 10 artwork. Story progression. Story progression. A shit ton. That's going to be like a 10 out of 10. That's some pretty great story progression. And the pacing was also relatively good as well. It's an 8 out of 10. So we have 8 out of 10 pacing, 9 out of 10 artwork, and 10 out of 10 story progression. 10 plus 9 was 19 plus fucking 8. That's 27. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 plus 0.5 is 9.5. This is a 9.5 out of 10 chapter of Magi. So much crazy shit, man. So much crazy shit. The only thing I guess was kind of off, the reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 was because the artwork was kind of, again, it was a little bit too hectic. I was like, I had to read it really carefully to figure out what was going on. But anyways, guys, 9.5 out of 10 rating for Magi. Epic shit, bro. Be sure, of course, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later for next week's chapter review. Peace out.